Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here again. It's time for race 26 out of 36. The Chevrolet Rock and Roll 400 live from Richmond International Raceway. So, a lot of new things going to Buffet Racing South. Not only do we have a new sponsor on the hood, but we also have a new contract agreement with Nascar.com. So, Nascar.com is happy with us. They're pleased with us. They wanted to re-sign, but at a little bit of a different situation. So, NASCAR.com has re-signed as an associate. They wanted to have the primary sponsor, but the requirements were unrealistic. They were wanting like average finish in 35th place. It wasn't worth it, so I decided we already have a partnership with Kroger, so we're going to go with Kroger. So that's the two brands we're working with, is NASCAR.com and Kroger right now, and that's allowing us to be able to continue to grow our team. Now, speaking of our team, we're 2 races left with our secondary, our team and driver sponsor, which is both NASCAR.com and Kroger. So it means we have 2 more opportunities to secure the $85,000 NASCAR.com qualifying 25th place bonus. And by God, we need that bonus big time because the bank is broke. So we cannot do anything else really with the team until we get all this straightened out. So we are building a brand new chassis. This chassis, let me tell you folks, is going to be a 716782, meaning this car chassis will have 71 tire grip. If you pair a 71 tire grip chassis and you compare it with, per se, a 66 power engine, we're talking about a race car that can go to 20 to 25th and still climb in speed. This will be this chassis will be our 2004 1.5 mile chassis right there. That'll be the 2004 1.5 mile chassis. And then this engine will, let's see how many races we have left until this one's done. Let's see, if we're overhauling chassis number 3 with 6 more races. That one might be, I think we'll probably use that for the speedways for next year. Yeah, it's going to be a speedway engine, so we changed the type to it. And this one is our Daytona 500 engine, which is going to be a 72, 63, 74, which means this car is going to be fast, very fast. And to be honest, we might use this chassis as well. I don't see why not. It's the Daytona 500. We want the best equipment. We might actually use this chassis. I don't know. But we paid about $200,000 for each one. Our body shop, we're not investing in that right now. Just kidding, we're actually kind of are. We're got the body forming tools, which basically allows us to have better drafting. So we're going to be working with a lot of aerodynamics. That will allow us to increase our drafting. We went with the budget cost of $150,000 compared to the $450,000. And there's 11 races left in the season, so I figured might as well and take the time to save up some money for next season. So right now, that is how our team's going to be going. We're going to be running the absolute worst equipment pretty much, because this is Richmond and we all know how bad we are at Richmond. We have wrecked at every short track except for one. So, I don't expect much, and I don't expect to do good either, but we're going to Richmond. Alright folks, so we qualified 18th here at the Chevrolet Rock and Roll 400, which means we get our with the 2 races left with this $85,000 qualifying bonus, we're going to at least get one of those 2. And next week, I don't know what track it is, but we'll have one more shot at the bonus, but at least we'll come home with $85,000. Our expenses are a little bit higher as we have hired new people to help build the cars. I think a new engine and chassis builder, so we definitely need all the funding we can get from the team. Let's get down to pre-race ceremonies.
Short track racing under the lights tonight from the Richmond International Raceway. Richmond offers a little something for everyone, doesn't it, Barney?
Well, Richmond is a short track with a wide surface. They can go a lot faster than it appears on this speedway. Look for a lot of passing and a ton of close calls.
The 82 car can't seem to pull out a good finish at the short tracks this year.
You know, these old short tracks are tough. The tight turns,
I believe we've DNF'd in every single one of them.
I can see why drivers would have a tough time. Let's see if he can turn things around.
Ken Schrader won Rookie of the Year honors in 1985.
You know, it seems like Schrader's been competing in Winston Cup for so long that it's hard to believe he was ever a rookie. He's a class act, and it shows on the racetrack and in the garage area.
Ashton Lewis really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Engines are fired here at Richmond International Raceway. Jeff Gordon's on pole. Here we go, folks. It is going to be a disaster race. But at least we qualify in the top 25, so no matter what we do come away with a solid sum of money. But we do have a new expectation for our sponsor. We need to finish 35th, and that's Kroger. So we have Kroger on the hood. And we already just doored Tony Stewart, who's absolutely money at Richmond.
Contact with the 20 car.
Oh boy, this is going to be a disaster race. We did work on the handling of the race car a little bit more than usual, so the car might be a little bit better than usual. But we are, Yep. Oh, that's a big punch in the left rear. Just what I wanted to say, that we're actually doing good, we're actually doing terrible. Imagine that. So, somehow we're actually running 19th. It's a God-given miracle. I don't expect to stay up here in 19th, though, as this race car is absolutely terrible. Just terrible. I am pretty much just blocking the inside line to the best of my ability. But somehow we're still 19th. I just hope that this race immediately starts raining so we can get a top 20 and just leave Richmond without a blown up race car, which is not going to be possible. Oh look, the old one car. There we go, my way again. I just cannot drive this race car, folks. I can't stress it enough how bad the handling is. I mean, it is just so bad, man. I mean, I have limited assists on. Oh, look at that. Back to Jamie McMurray once again. And, my God. Kurt Busch is on his lid. Yep. So I believe that's what, 6 out of 7 short track races we have had a DNF. I mean, at this point, we might as well, just not even race the short track races. So, we actually did make some money, though. We didn't lose money, that's a good thing. We at least made somewhat of a profit, but we're only at $96,000, so we still cannot spend anything for the race team right now. Terrible race, just terrible. I'm so tired of these short tracks, man. I am so tired of them. I cannot just say it enough. So, yeah, I believe that concludes this episode. So, I tell you, I'm terrible with bad equipment at a short track. It happens. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like below. If you want to see more content, please subscribe to Diecast with Fate. Sorry about this extremely short race. Hope you have a good one. And Diecast with Fate, signing off.